Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the advanced character of our world around us, and today we will talk about the problems of nations which have governments, business political elite that exhibits colonial mentality. We will use Poland as an example this time. We observe a tendency since, let's say, 17th century that people who do not have enough force to compete and overcome their political opponents in the Polish system, noblemen, parliamentary democracy, let's say, a sort of constitutional monarchy we had during the First Polish Republic that existed till 1795. They were looking for help abroad. And one of the, I would say, initiators of this bad practice was Polish nobleman Bogdan Khmelnytsky. Yes, now Ukrainian propagandists will say that he was Ukrainian. No. He was Rusin by origin and Polish nobleman. And he started this awful practice that instead of fighting with his own opponent with legal methods, he just organized the rebellion of non-registered and some registered Cossacks and asked for help and alliance with Crimean Tatars. And later, when Tatars left him and didn't support him in his fight against Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, so first Polish Republic, let's say, we can say like this, he asked Russians in Pereyaslav, they made agreement that Cossacks under his leadership would consider themselves as subjects of Muscovy Russian Tsar. Of course, not all Cossacks agree for this, but we see that Khmelnytsky started really bad practice. And later, through Polish history, we had many examples of the treacheries. The most common is just before the last partition in 1790s, Confederacy in Targowica, in which some great families of Polish noblemen, Polish-Lithuanian noblemen, asked Russian Empress Ekaterina the Great to intervene to secure their liberties, actually to secure their possession and influences. Of course, Russia supported them, and Polish independence stopped. And in the interwar period, Second Polish Republic, that existed from 1918 till 1939, we also had very strong pro-French wing, and there was also weaker wing in Polish politics that was asking British for protection. And when the Second World War started, Polish legal government and state were defeated, and representatives of Polish government emigrated to the West. In England, Polish people started to argue, and the main commander of Polish forces, armed forces in exile, organized even in the Scottish island Bute in the years 1940 till beginning of 1943, a sort of, it was personal isolation camp for officers who were not sharing his political views and were from other opposite political sides in Poland. It was a sort of lighter concentration camp. Of course, British in the beginning of 1943 closed it, and they ended up this fight in between the Polish camp. But we see that some Polish people were really complaining on other Polish people to France, some of them were complaining to British, and so on and so on and so on. And this is sad because many nations that had passed very not nice, that they were ruled by other people and they were like Poland under patricians, very often we see that such elite of non-loyal people who always seek for support abroad exists. And currently we also see the same practices in changing Polish governments. Some of them complain to Berlin, some of them complain to London, some of them complain to Washington, and some of them complain anywhere else, so on their opponents. And this is sad practice that can be also observed in other post-colonial countries. I do not wish your country having such business political elite, because then you cannot mean as much as you could if the government of your country was a normal one that takes care of the national interests. All the best, have a nice day, bye.